Before we get into the review, let me just say real quick, if you have not seen the original Top Gun, before you see Top Gun Maverick, please watch the original Top Gun. It's on Netflix. Do yourself a favor. Watch the original, then see this one. You will love it twice as much. I promise. Let's talk about it. Top Gun Maverick. So Top Gun Maverick is the sequel to the original 1986 Top Gun movie starring Tom Cruise along with Miles Teller and a whole ensemble of people. Newest action drama movie that comes out this Friday, and it is movie good. The movie was absolutely breathtakingly great. I enjoyed the shit out of it. And it's crazy because I heard a lot of people that saw this movie earlier was just like, this movie is just incredibly great. It's breathtaking. I was just thinking to myself, just how could it be like Top Gun? And then I watched the movie. I was like, yeah, this is some good shit. And it helped more because I watched the original Top Gun like Sunday. I'm gonna be honest, didn't see Top Gun before life ever, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna see Top Gun Maverick Monday, so let me just see the original Top Gun yesterday, and now I'm just like, shit, this is so much better because I'm like engrossed with this is really a good character driven story with planes and shit, but the plane and the action scenes in the movie are incredible. Which is one more thing I'll say. You can see this movie in IMAX or Dolby or, whatever premium format screen you can, see it in that because that will enhance it twice as much. The sound effects and you got the jets and the flying and the cool. Just like this is like the ultimate movie experience. Top Gun was made for the IMAX. So seeing an IMAX. Looking at the pros and cons, but I believe that Top Gun Maverick is in theaters this Friday. You should definitely check this movie out. If you are a fan of the original Top Gun, you're going to love this movie just as much, if not more. And here's why. Acting in the movie, Tom Cruise, he's literally keeping the action genre alive, him and Vin Diesel. This guy is just incredible, and this is one movie I'll say that you definitely feel the heart that Tom Cruise can bring. It's just like, yeah, Tom Cruise, action star, of course, no doubt. There were some scenes in the movie where he really had to pull from that, deep down here, rage, serenity and shit, filter. Because his character is still haunted from the events of what happened way back when in the original Top Gun movie, and it carried into this movie, and it feels natural, feels like, yeah, this is what a real person would go through. So Tom Cruise killed it in that. Also, we got Miles Teller, he's related to Tom Cruise's past and shit like that. I don't want to give it away, but you probably know from the trailer. Two have really good chemistry together too, so that worked also too. So overall in the cast of the movie, that was great. I have a bunch of people you'll watch and be like, oh, she's cool. He's a dick. But he's a likable dick. The plot of the movie, okay, more or less, we got Pete, Mitchell, Maverick, Tom Cruise, awesome. Now pretty much recruiting and training this new cadet of Top Gunners who are gonna just do this mission and shit. They gotta do like in 2 weeks. And heading up the mission is Miles Teller's character who, we're just gonna spoil it. It's no one not talk about it. Let's talk about it. Miles Teller's character is actually related to Tom Cruise's best friend, his wingman, the original Top Gun, named is Goose. Miles Teller is Goose's son. So now you got Tom Cruise dealing with the fact that, yeah, my friend died, your father died, so now we got that kind of tension and shit. It's not really like that because it's kind of like, yeah, the fact that my father died is not the reason Miles Teller's kind of dicking out. It's another reason that I will not spoil. More or less, you got Tom Cruise pretty much training this new cadet of flyers, shit like that, to do this incredible mission, and that's like the movie to get him ready, get him Maverick ready. Pros the movie, it's just cinematography. It's incredible. I love it. You really feel like you are in the plane. Like when those planes are going like Mach 50 and shit. I know that's impossible. When they're going like Mach 50, you feel it. I was really in my seat, just like, oh, it's just, man, those just G-forces. I could feel it. And the way the action scenes were broken down to us normal folks, I was like, yeah, I fucking feel that too. It was simple enough for me to follow because there was a moment where it's like, okay, Tom Cruise is breaking down the mission and shit like that. And Tom Cruise is pretty much like, okay, yeah, that's how we're going to do it. And the cadets are just like, well, if you reach those kind of G's, you'll just pass out. And while they're just going through it and simulating the whole thing, it's just like, I can never fly a plane. It's just scary and I would die. I was just like, I'm engaged as hell. Like, I'm like locked in. I'm like in the seat with them. So the movie's very engaging in that. Also, the heart in the movie too has really good character moments too, really good. It's a very character driven story because you feel like Tom Cruise with the cadets he's with, they're all one big family. They're all like one big character. They all care about each other. Tom Cruise cares about him, you care about him too. So you're just like, when they're in the planes and shit, you're like, please, no one die. And it's also hammers home too. It's like if they make a mistake and Tom Cruise would be like, why did you do that? And they would like say, well, I did it because X, Y, and Z. And Tom Cruise pretty much just like, yeah, tell that to that man's family. Yeah. He was like that. I was like, that's deep shit. Yeah. And the cons can't say about the movie, the fact that I don't really have any cons. I was really just watching it. It was just like, this is good shit. I have nothing wrong with to say about this movie. Other than the fact that if you just haven't seen the original Top Gun, you might watch the movie and be like, okay, whatever. Because I did watch the real Top Gun, I was like, I'm even more locked in. If I didn't see the original Top Gun, I'd kind of just be like, it's just, okay, whatever, Tom Cruise just, doing a check till it gets to do Mission Impossible. At the end of the day, Top Gun Maverick was an amazing movie. I had the best movie experience I had in a long time in this movie. The characters were great, the action was great, the cinematography was great. The movie, I definitely advocate, see it in IMAX, see it in Dolby, see it on the biggest screen possible. You will enjoy the shit out of it. With that being said, easily going to say that Top Gun Maverick is definitely a 9 out of 10, which is definitely worth buying and owning on digital and Blu-ray. You want to see Top Gun Mavericks in theaters this Friday? I suggest you check it out. You're gonna love it. If you love Top Gun, you like Tom Cruise, check this movie out and have a good time and just Maverick. And as always, subscribe. Until next time.